Hey guys, it is Scales here, and today I'm going to be reacting. I don't know if Scales actually reacts, because I'm blind eye. And today I'm going to be reacting to some Planet Dolan. I thought I said cringy, creepy things we said as kids. Let's do it.
Planet Dolan.
Planet Dolan. Emoji World.
From mysterious bedroom intruders to grandmas hiding under the bed.
Yeah,
The Planet Dolan crew reenacts some of the
So I was
best
waiting
true
to
stories from our
get
subreddit
someone
about creepy
else
things
to live.
kids have said. I'm Doopy, and today I'll be your narrator. Number 10 was submitted by Avenger. A few years ago, Pringle's 5-year-old brother started crying loud enough to wake his whole family. Pringle and his father ran to his room, and after managing to calm him down, he asked what happened. Pringle's brother told him, "The big man said he would take me." His father asked who the big man was, and the child said the big man rushed downstairs before they entered the room. Pringle and his family hid in a safe room while they waited for police to arrive and search the property. They found the back door wide open and footsteps heading into the woods, even though they had locked all the doors that night.
What?
Number 9 was submitted by Cape Crusade. Slapped Ham was once training to be a lifeguard in a swimming pool. Can you imagine his stubby little legs swimming in a pool? He's big. He was in the changing.
He's a pig. I guess you could say that wet bacon. Ching.
Rooms after a practical part of the lesson and was getting ready for a theory test when a little kid started singing in the showers. It wasn't like the latest pop song or anything. Oh no. He was singing, "I want to kill my brother, I want to kill my sister, I want to kill my mother."
Why the heck does that look like freaking Spinal Palm? Dude, Spinal Palm. Don't. You can tell by their hair, and he's pale like everything else, and those bad pants, and those fingers. Oh, look at them fingers. Okay.
I want to kill my father, I want to kill everyone. Luckily, there were no murders reported at the pool that week. Number 8 was submitted by The Bomb. When Animation was 12, she was hanging out with her buddy Honeybits by an open fire.
Boy, they're like 3 inches, like honey. Oh Jesus! I almost said Honeymations. Honeybits is like 3 inches shorter than Animations.
Animation's 4-year-old brother wandered outside to join them and sat with Honeybits, giving her a big hug when he suddenly closed his eyes and whispered into her ear, "If you close your eyes, he can't see you."
What?
Nobody knows who he was talking about. Number 7 was submitted by Little Orchid 19.
What?
When Gooby was 7 years old, she visited her friend Emoji's house. While they were watching TV, Emoji's 3-year-old brother came upstairs and said to them, "Is the man in the coat really going to burn the house?" Emoji asked who that was, but her brother just said the man in the coat. As soon as she took out her phone to call the police, Gooby smelt something burning. They both ran downstairs to find the whole kitchen on fire. When the fire brigade arrived, the child told them, "I'm going to join his cult one day and burn kitchens too." Number 6 was submitted by Bambi.
No, Yona!
Ladybot went to visit her young cousins, and one night she stayed up pretty late with one particular cousin who was 2 years old. At around 11 p.m., he sat up in his bed, and he looked like he was talking to someone or something, but she couldn't see anything, so she told him to lie back down and go back to sleep. He looked at her, and then looked at whatever he was talking to, and then said, "No, don't touch her." He then looked back at Ladybot, laid down, and went to sleep. Needless to say, Ladybot didn't sleep at all that night. Number 5 was submitted by Awakening 337. Pandora was cooking dinner once while she was babysitting a friend's kid. She opened the drawer to grab a fork, and the child asked her, "Do you have knives in that drawer?" She told him yes, but not to touch them because they're very dangerous. He smiled and said, "That's good to know." After dinner, he was playing with some toy food and picked up a plastic knife. He ran over to Pandora and whispered in her ear, "I want a real knife." She told him no, so he looked her dead in the eye and said, "You better give me that real knife." She called his parents to tell them he wasn't feeling well, and they came and picked him up. That was the last time she ever babysat. Number
Yeah,
4 was
nope.
submitted by Kat Linares.
Boy, bye.
One day, when Hellbent was looking after his cousin,
Freaking, give me a real knife. Boy, get that.
one child ran up to him
Copyright.
and told him there was a monster under the bed. He shrugged it off, as most kids think there's a monster under his bed. After an hour, the kid came back looking even more terrified. He said, "The monster is big, black, and scary. It was shaped like a snake, and it would penetrate anything until all of their fluids came out of their body." At this point, he was pretty alarmed by how much detail the child went into and decided to take a look. When there was nothing there, he turned around and the boy had a knife. He told Hellbent, "Don't move. The monster wants his meal." Number 3 was submitted by Nick's Spirit. Melissa's little sister was having a birthday party once with a bunch of her friends. They asked Melissa if they could see her pet hamster. As she picked her hamster up out of its cage, one of them said, "Can the man hold her too?" Melissa's parents were out, so she asked her, "What man?" The girl replied, "The man waiting on the sofa." She immediately went to see if her parents had returned, but the whole house was empty. Number 2 was submitted by S. Simons 89.
Sorry,
Dolan's
but
brother once
I
offered to
have
babysit
to
his nephew. It was a
go.
few hours before his nephew's bedtime,
Why does his
and they were
nephew
in the
look like his
bedroom
brother?
chatting and being silly. He eventually got to talking about how he doesn't want to go to bed. When Dolan's brother asked him why, he said, "Grandma, under the bed, she'd go like this." He motioned his hand, violently tugging on his hair. His grandma did not live there, but was notoriously mentally unstable. So when I was little, I used to tell my mom things like, "Mommy, when I was in heaven, I chose you to be my mom, and I chose Daddy to be my dad. I used to watch you guys in high school before you knew each other."
What?
And this used to freak my mom out a lot. In addition to that, I used to say things like, "My other mommy used to make this for me," or "My other sister used to do things like this." It used to freak my family out pretty badly. I don't remember it, but they do. I think I was just a really weird kid. Huge thanks to the folks.
That's it. Come on, man. Might be extra 2 in 1. Let's see what's here. Scary things we experienced as kids. No, I want a part 2 of this. That'd be good. How about first days? Let's do this. Let's do this one. Why not? I don't know what the is. Glad you asked. How nice. This will be 21.
Planet Dolan.
Yay. Okay. Princess Proton.
From getting into a horrible car accident to encountering crazy people, the Planet Dolan crew reenacts some of the best true stories from our subreddit about more scary things we experienced as kids. I'm Hellbent, and today I'll be your narrator. Number 10 was submitted by Burping Giraffes.
We all burp.
When Dolan was 11, his class went on a school field trip, which had 2 parts. A history museum about his town, and then they would go to a camp and stay a few nights. At the museum, a man walked up to his teacher who became very nervous, at least from what Dolan could tell. The man walked off after a minute or 2 of arguing with the teacher, and they continued as usual. They went to their camp and stayed the first night, but something scraped on their cabin doors. Come next morning, there was a shattered window in the mess hall and a big red pentagram on the side of the building. It wasn't blood, just paint. The counselors told everyone that whoever did it would be sent home. And then that same man ran out of the woods with a naked baby and 3 other people with plastic Nerf rifles screaming a weird language.
A naked
they then
baby?
proceeded to run off, and Dolan and his class got the fuck out of there.
Naked baby.
Number 9 was submitted by Rose Blue 101.
Naked baby.
When Honey Bits was 10, her grandpa gave her a glass baby doll. She didn't want to be rude, so she accepted the gift. When Honey Bits got home, she put the doll on the floor in her closet, but when she went to sleep, she had this dream where the doll was covered in blood and holding a knife. When she woke up, the doll was missing, but when she went to her parents' bedroom, the doll was next to the bed. So Honey Bits took the doll and locked it in the closet. Then she called her friend, who came over and looked at the doll. She told Honeybits to lock her door at night and then ran out of the door with the doll. The next day, she gave the doll back and told Honeybits that everything will be fine, and ever since then her friend refused to tell her what had happened when she looked at the doll. Number 8 was submitted by...
Okay, guys. That's about a sample of, one whole video and about a sample. So that's all I'm going to be doing. I will see you guys in the next video. My name is Blind Eye, and, tell me what reaction you guys want me to do next. Peace.